Hey guys, so today we're going to be looking at the Amazon Fire TV stick, and this is a relatively low cost TV stick at $39, and it's much better than the competition supposedly because it has a dual core processor, 1 gigabyte of RAM, 8 gigabytes of flash storage. It's Miracast certified, and it has support for all of the biggest streaming companies, and it has games, and it comes with a remote. So it's a fairly good package at that price. What you'll notice in the beginning is this matte black box. The way it looks and the way it opens is very similar to the old BlackBerry boxes. So that was a nice throwback to see. Inside you'll find the Amazon TV stick, a remote, a very high quality USB cable, a 5-watt wall charger, which they recommend you use, and then 2 AAA Amazon Basics batteries, of course, and an HDMI extender so that if the stick doesn't fit in your TV setup, you can extend it and have it fit. So you can already see that for a budget device, the package is quite complete. Now looking at the remote, you might think that it's touch, but it's actually all just normal buttons, and that cool ring is just a directional pad. Nothing special, it doesn't spin or anything. The buttons are fairly normal, not high quality or cheap or anything. The back took a while to pull off, it was actually very stiff. And the batteries were actually interesting because they both fit in the same direction, which is interesting to see because older remotes used to always fit in opposite polarities. The stick is pretty simple, matte black, and then it has a input for power and then an output for the TV, and that's it. The USB cable is really thick and really good quality, and that's where it plugs in, and you just put it in the TV to get started. This is what it looks like when it's coming out of the side of a TV. So if we get started and power it up, we'll see how the boot situation looks like. So what happened was I was trying to set it up while having it take power from the TV, and the device just kept rebooting, and I realized that it wasn't giving enough power from the 2.5 watt output of the TV. So what I had to do was use the adapter as they recommended, and then that's the only way I could get the setup to continue and update and everything. Another issue I had was that um, connecting to Wi-Fi in a hotspot situation, even though they said it would work, maybe in the future, it doesn't work now. So I had to manually add the MAC address to the system, and then I was able to connect to the Wi-Fi and check for updates and everything. It was a fairly easy process, but it takes a while, and downloading the updates, installing the updates, all of that takes a while. So I just kind of fast forwarded through the whole process, skipped all of the annoying parts, and as you'll see here, it'll quickly update because it's being fast forwarded maybe 20 times. Not exactly sure how it did this, but it knew who I was. I don't know if that's from the manufacturer or how they did it, but somehow it had my account preloaded on it. And there's a silly intro video, I'll just skip that. And then they offer you an upgrade to Prime, which I already have, so I don't know why they did that. And then parental controls, and then you get into the standard interface. Now this is very similar to the interface of Netflix, so it's actually pretty easy to use. You just go up, down, left, and right, and you can scroll through anything, the games, the apps, music, photos, and they make it fairly easy to download new ones or view what you already have. So in the settings you can see that you can manually change a few things, but there's nothing too relevant for there's nothing that really changes the experience, just the sending your usage data. I always like to turn that off because I don't know, that's just the way I am. So if we go up to the home, we can open Netflix and see how that works. So first, it comes without any applications preloaded, but it offers them on the home screen, so it's easy to find them. And then you can quickly just press download and it'll download and install right there. Something kind of weird though is that they have something called Amazon coins, and I guess that's to allow parents to pre-purchase coins and allow kids to use them in the Amazon ecosystem. I'm not a user of the Amazon App Store, so I wasn't very familiar with this, but it's kind of weird to see that an app store has a coin system as well as a money system. So opening the Netflix app, I skipped through the login process, but once you get logged in, it's very, very similar to that of the Netflix app on the PlayStation or any other device really. And it was fairly smooth, and opening a show, it started in, standard definition, but then within 10 seconds it reached higher resolution, and then another 10 seconds it reached the highest resolution, which is hopefully running in 1080p. It looked pretty sharp after it fixed itself, and then it ran great, really smooth, and I was fairly impressed with the power of this TV stick. Alright, so if you click home or back, you can easily exit and then go back to where you were. And then if we go back to the home screen, it's fairly smooth switching between different applications. So if we wanted to try Vivo, listen to music videos, we could get that installed. And it's actually a fairly nice app. I've used it before on a Roku, and it allows you to have music videos playing throughout the day, which is a great thing to have in the background of your house. So once that gets installed, we'll open it, and what's cool is it has a pretty interesting launch screen, which most apps have a static one. This one has a dynamic one, so that was nice to see. So the interface is pretty smooth, and going around, clicking around, runs great, probably better than a Roku, which is surprising because this one is less than half of the price of the Roku 3. So there's that dynamic start screen, which was nice to see. So you can jump right in, choose a genre of music, and then it'll just start playing music videos from that genre. All I did was choose pop, I didn't choose Taylor Swift. But there are advertisements before. So as you can see, it's playing a 15-second clip for McDonald's. Okay, so once that ends, then the video starts playing in really, really good quality and very smoothly too. So for music videos, for movies, so far this device is great for the living room. And next we're gonna take a quick look at some games, see how those run. Fairly simple, but still fun.
Sorcerer's Lair. Welcome to the Sorcerer's Lair.
So switching between apps is pretty smooth and the whole operating system is running quite well. And going back into Vivo, you can see that the video continues playing like it was before. So overall, I'm pretty impressed with the Amazon Fire TV stick, and if you got it for $20 during the promotion, then it's definitely worth it, and if it's for $39, it's still worth it. It's a pretty good device and should be a great addition for the living room. So please like, subscribe, and have fun as always.